Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving straight into the heart of Athens, taking a guided tour through the vibrant, chaotic, and just absolutely captivating Monastiraki Flea Market.
Okay, so let's get right into it because Monastiraki is, well, it's a place of amazing contrasts. You've got this split personality, right? On the surface, it can feel like a total tourist trap with all the mass-produced souvenirs. But just underneath that, there's a genuine treasure trove of history and stories just waiting to be found. So the real question is, how deep are you willing to dig?
See, to really get Monastiraki, you gotta shift your perspective. It's not just a place to buy stuff. Think of it more like a living, breathing museum of modern Greek history. Seriously, it's this incredible time capsule of the recent past. You know, the everyday things your parents or grandparents might have used and loved. Now, you'll hear locals call it Usarum. That name actually comes from the family of a Jewish merchant who was one of the very first antique dealers here. But here's the thing, it's not really a flea market in the way you might think, except maybe on Sundays. The rest of the week, it's this amazing, sprawling bazaar. It's a mix of permanent shops where you'll find the authentic stuff sitting right next to, well, the really clever lookalikes. And this quote, it just perfectly captures the soul of the market. It's from a guy named Vasilis Karivisis. He's an antiquarian bookseller, been in Monastiraki for like 40 years. His shop is this little sanctuary, you know? It's saving all the things the digital world is leaving behind. Things like old poetry books, handwritten letters, photos that tell the story of the city. It's about a culture that goes way, way beyond just souvenirs.
Okay, so the best way to get a feel for this place is just to walk it. Let's start our tour on a typical weekday, and we'll hit the main drags, the key streets that are really the heart of the market. This is where you'll be Monday through Saturday. All right, first up, we're going to head down Ifesta Street. You can kind of think of this as the fashion hub for young Athenians. It's the real heart of the city's alternative scene. The vibe here is just electric, totally different from the usual tourist spots.
And wow, the mix of shops is something else. You've got places like Discodico, which is heaven for anyone who collects vinyl records. And it's right next door to shops selling old military gear. You can even find these amazing artisans handcrafting bouzoukia, you know, the instruments that create that signature sound of Greece.
Okay, let's head over to Pandrasu Street now. This one feels a little more polished, a bit more put together. It connects the market right to Monastiraki Square and Plaka, so yeah, it gets a ton of foot traffic. This is where you're going to find the higher-end stuff. We're talking quality traditional crafts, handmade leather sandals, and some really fantastic jewelry shops. Byzantino is a great one. You'll see some art galleries here too. And hey, stick with me, because I've got some super important tips coming up if you're thinking about buying jewelry.
All right, now, tucked away from all that hustle and bustle is Abyssinia Square. This little plaza? This is the real beating heart of the antique market. This is where you come to really dig for treasure.
And this is pretty much what you'll find. It's this beautiful, chaotic scene. You've got dealers selling everything from gorgeous old furniture to, well, the most wonderfully specific junk you could ever imagine. Seriously, every single thing here has a story.
But then, Sunday comes and the whole place just transforms. Everything changes. The regular shops are still there, but they're joined by hundreds of other sellers, and Monastiraki becomes this epic, sprawling treasure hunt. It's a completely different animal.
So look, if you're planning a Sunday visit, timing is everything. I cannot stress this enough. You have to get there early. The serious collectors, the real bargain hunters, they show up while vendors are still unpacking their vans. If you wait until 11 a.m., forget it. The crowd is just this massive, slow-moving river of people. You can't really browse at all.
I mean, on Sunday, you get everybody. People from all walks of life, selling literally everything you can think of. You'll see families selling off old heirlooms. You'll see collectors with trays of old coins, piles and piles of used clothing. It is an absolute paradise for people watching and a total dream come true if you love the thrill of the hunt. But of course, the Monastiraki experience is so much more than just the shopping. You really have to soak in the atmosphere of the whole neighborhood, that vibrant, non-stop energy. And listen, you cannot, I repeat, cannot leave without trying the souvlaki. Right there in the main square, you've got the two most famous spots in all of Athens, Thanasis and Baraktaris. They're literally facing off against each other, and they've been doing it for decades. Everyone has their favorite. The only way to pick a side, you gotta try them both.
And when you need to take a breather from all that chaos, just find a cafe on Atriandou Street. It runs right alongside the ancient agora. Grab a coffee,
maybe an ouzo, sit back, and just watch the world go by. It's the best people watching in the city, hands down.
Okay, before I let you go, let's run through a few pro tips. These are going to help you navigate the market like you've been doing it for years. First things first, haggling. Don't be shy about it. Especially on Sundays with all the independent sellers, it's not just okay, it's pretty much expected. The key is to be polite and friendly about it. Make a reasonable offer, and always remember the golden rule. Be willing to just walk away. You'd be surprised how often that's the move that gets you the best price.
Okay, and here's your basic survival guide. Number 1, comfortable shoes. Trust me, it's non-negotiable on those cobblestones. Also, bring cash. Lots of these vendors are cash only. And in those crazy crowds, especially on a Sunday, keep a close eye on your wallet and your phone. Pickpockets love a busy market. Oh, and if it's summer, drink lots of water. And hey, if the chaos sounds like too much, remember, a weekday visit is a totally different, way more chilled out vibe.
Last thing, and this is a big one. If you're planning on buying gold jewelry, you got to be smart about it. If a shop insists you pay cash for a big purchase, that's a red flag. Always use a credit card. It's your best protection. That way, if that amazing deal you got on a gold necklace turns out to be, well, not so golden when you get home, you actually have some recourse.
So when you're out there wandering through these ancient streets, digging through all these layers of history and, let's be honest, junk, just remember, you're not really just shopping for things. You're looking for stories. You're finding a little piece of the city's past to carry into your own future. So the real question is, what piece is going to find you?